Na-na-na-na-na-na. Woo! Nice. What is that?
Hold up. Still rocking out.
Woo! Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
That might have been the best opening we've ever done. Woo! We were awkward as shit, but the music was great.
Ow!
Okay, so yeah, welcome to
There's a little carcass getting the mood going. I don't know what brought that on. Maybe
Tris.
went to go see him. Just old man seeing an old grindcore band. Like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so again, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name's Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I am clearly a fantasy sports addict.
And my name is Ryan.
Howdy, Ryan.
And I'm a fantasy sports addict.
Woo! Well, I can't stop drafting, so I'm just gonna draft.
Woo! We definitely do have a fantasy draft addiction.
Yeah, it's getting a little gross at this point. I'm starting to worry about myself. I haven't showered in days. It doesn't even matter which sport I'm drafting at this point, you know. I'm just like hanging, like I'm bumming Wi-Fi from like people's hotspots and all this other stuff. I'm just stumbling around the streets with like an old phone and a stolen iPad and just drafting everywhere.
So you're stealing people's iPads and not showering and just drafting.
Right. Yes, I'm, and sometimes I even have to go to the public library to draft. I call it drafting off.
That's worse than having to go to the Starbucks.
That is. When you're, all right, but I fit in. You know, I'm sitting next to a bunch of homeless people looking at porn on the internet, and I'm drafting. And
Draft is your porn. You are an addict. We're addicts. Like, again, if you're listening to this, you're an addict. Like, it's just is what it is.
That's all there is to it. Oh.
But speaking of other addicts, we gotta give our boy Big Daddy Bronson a shout out.
Big Daddy.
Bronson, thank you. He left us an iTunes review where he
there you go.
Talks up Stanley Johnson and wants us to talk about him being Bronson.
Well, we always talk about Bronson. When was the last time we didn't talk about Bronson in some capacity?
When you guys weren't talking, when he was upset after you gave him trades.
It was, well, all right, whatever. But very frequently we mention our buddy Big Daddy Bronson. What else do we call him? He has like 2 nicknames now.
The Fantasy Gangster.
That's his 3rd nickname that he gave himself. We gave him 2. We've given him 2 nicknames. I don't remember. Maybe the other one was
It doesn't matter. It's just Big Daddy Bronson.
Okay, so he's Big Daddy Bronson as far as we're concerned. There may have been another one on the website, fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Right.
But everybody gets nicknames, you know. You kind of become known as a personality type, I guess. And that's right. Like, you and I are the only ones without nicknames, I think. Well, I'm just an asshole. Everybody just calls me asshole.
Hey, asshole. Fuck you.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
But also, this podcast is brought to you again by J Money Smooth.
J Money Smooth, executive.
J Money, he's our executive producer, and he's also the first and I think only person that's bought one of our T-shirts that's live now.
Wow! So thank you for the first T-shirt sale in history of Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. Always appreciate the support, and since you give the support, you get shout outs, and you're the executive producer, J Money. You always help us steer the show. We appreciate that. Thank you.
So come by our website if you want to get one of the T-shirts, or just search it on Amazon. Fantasy Sports Addicts. I'll post a link in the chat after we're done.
Maybe we could post it in the YouTube section from now on. We can post it in the we'll post the store. We can post the links now. Perfect.
Post the links.
if you ever need a shirt, nice new badass super comfy t-shirt, because these are high quality. I'm excited.
And once we actually get ours, we'll probably do a video promoting them, showing them off, modeling them.
Ooh, are we gonna do like a fashion show?
Yeah, with the little Rod Stewart.
Ooh, yeah.
If you think I'm sexy and you want my body, woo!
There we go. I like that. Or we could always do Right Said Fred with the I'm too sexy for my shirt.
That too. Well, you got your song, I got my song.
Okay, so we'll set that up. That'll be a fun video, actually. Now, are you gonna model women's shirts since you rock them so well?
I guess. But then,
Right.
okay.
Ryan's gonna rock the women's shirts so everybody can see what the ladies' shirts. He can be wearing the baby doll shirts, and yeah,
I mean,
like it.
the pineapple lady shirt looked pretty good in our DUI video that we did. Drafting under the influence.
Well, I've been doing a lot of that, by the way.
Oh,
Also,
yeah, we both have. Oh, my good God.
yeah, like how many drafts have we done in the last week since the last podcast?
Not including mock drafts.
Oh, yeah, we've done mock drafts as well.
I mean, just mock drafts, they just have happened, and we've done a couple of them. I mean, we're always doing mock drafts. Like, all you got to do is say the word draft, and it's like, did somebody say draft?
I'm not going to lie. I'm actually queued up for a mock draft right now because you said the word draft.
Okay, are you going to be mock drafting during the podcast?
I am going to do a football mock draft in the middle of this podcast,
okay.
but it's actually, speaking of draft, it's my turn. I'm on the clock right now in the Red Rock team, so like we can talk about that later.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're still in this slow draft. We're in the 6th round of the Red Rock 30, really 7th round. So we did that. We also decided to do a FSAA Dynasty Basketball League on Fantrax.
We just couldn't help ourselves. All of a sudden, people are like, well, let's do a Dynasty League. We went back to Fantrax after all.
Well, we did doing a podcast or a live stream, and we've been talking about doing this Red Rock Dynasty draft so much. We got all amped up, and like we just needed to. God damn it! I got the slow draft is taking too goddamn long.
I need a new draft.
We need to do a live draft where we can just draft the goddamn Dynasty team.
Oh God.
So, but no, that was really fucking awesome though, because we were able to, within 2 hours, like we got done doing, I think it was actually our last podcast we did. As soon as we finished that up, we were able to set up a Dynasty draft on Fantrax and fill it up and draft.
And then we did
everybody show up.
Woo!
I mean, I was fucking
awesome. We didn't stop there. We did football.
We've done a football draft. Yes, our first football draft of the year.
Now, just as an apology to all the addicts out there, we didn't invite the addicts. We wanted to get a little sample, a little example for people to look at of what a typical dog shit public football league is going to look like. Because if you face it, the bulk of America plays fantasy football only, or just the bulk of anyone, anywhere. They play a lot of fantasy football, much more so than any other sport, obviously. And trillions of leagues all across the planet, right? And most of them pretty much suck. You know, I mean, you always got your like work league that's okay, fairly competitive, where it's kind of like, you know, buddies got some money on the line, whatever, you know?
I don't know of a public league that doesn't suck. Every now and then there's like 2 or 3 like really good managers if you're lucky.
Right. Well, that reminds me. I never figured out who I blew up in that baseball league the other day.
Tom, you got to knock that shit out.
Then people stop sending me offers that make me fly off the handle. We'll get back to that. We'll get to that. There's other things I have to say about offers that make me fly off the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm not gonna fly off the handle anymore. I'm a cool guy.
You're a cool guy.
Right.
And more drafts that we did. We did a ESPN auction NBA league.
That was insane. Like, why are we doing basketball drafts on every site? What is going like what? I can't keep up with 19 fantasy sports accounts.
Yeah, what is it? Two Yahoos, ESPN, and Fantrax.
This is why I'm living on the streets and stealing iPads and using the public library internet. Too many leagues.
Since the end of the basketball finals, I have added 3 dynasty teams, and I'm about to get into Jordan from Dino B-Ball. Another one with him that's a salary cap. So I did the 20-team league, dynasty league with him already, where we already drafted.
This is insanity.
And now I got a salary cap. So that's 4 dynasty leagues, and we just got done with summer league.
So we basically just haven't stopped playing basketball.
No, in fact, we've been playing more. Like, oh my God, drafting, slow draft. 20-team league, 30-team league. Woo!
I hope we can do this with baseball. Like, I just never want to stop playing baseball. Like, can we do that? Because basketball, like, I love basketball, but it's like my number 2 sport, you know? Like,
see, as much as I love baseball, and again, if I had to choose between watching baseball or watching basketball, I would choose baseball over basketball. Like baseball,
as a viewing sport.
But for fantasy purposes,
no.
It's
well, you're driving the bus in basketball. I mean, that's where you win your bread and butter. That's your arena. I tend to do better at roto and basketball. Baseball's kind of my thing, I think. But this basketball though, it's got us bad. It's got the hooks, the meat hooks. We're hooked.
Abso-goddamn-lutely. I love it. Like, I mean, again, I'm watching NBA TV right now. Here's like they got the Bulls and Cleveland game on back from one of the old playoffs. Like,
is this the one where Jordan murdered?
Probably, yeah, with the game-winning shot. And woo, cheers.
Cheers, buddy. What you gurgling?
I have some good old orange blossom from Papago Brewery.
Ooh, okay. So we're both representing local brewers.
Oh yeah, what are you gurgling?
I got a Four Peaks kilt lifter right here.
Ah, very nice.
Ooh, my kilt has been lifted. God damn, that is creamy.
So if you haven't noticed by now, us at FSAA, we
like to draft.
We like to drink and we like to draft.
Drinking and drafting.
And if you ever want to have a few beers with us and draft a league or do a mock draft, just come by fantasysportsaddicts.com and let's draft. Let's hang out. Like,
all you have to
leagues do is together. Way better than public leagues. If you can get in a league full of addicts, like even if Tom and I don't get in, you got Jay Money, you got Tris, you got James, Andrew. Like, there's a lot of really good addicts there that would be great to get into any league.
Don't forget Big Daddy Bronson and Sonic.
Again, there's too many to name everybody.
Well, that's true. I try to keep everybody straight. We got Wally. We got, good God, we got a lot of people on that site that wanted. Yeah, if somebody just says the word draft, the next thing you know, there's like 8 people. What? It's like we're not all planning to hang out at the same time. It's just like somehow the word gets out and people are like texting. And
well, that also just kind of seems like once there's quite a bit of us there, like once, like we're all hanging out and it's like, there's 7 of us here. Someone says,
hey, draft?
Let's draft.
Oh, draft!
Woo!
Oh, hey, I got a feeling we're going to draft today. I mean, I'm in this mock draft right now, and I'm kind of actually half-assing it, but...
what's new with you in football?
Well, I'm just kind of, there's nobody in it really except me, so... Whatever, I'll close it even, because it's probably killing bandwidth. I don't want to fuck up the podcast.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You dummy, Tom. Oh, sorry. We're addicts, not experts.
Addicts, not experts.
You know? Oh man, I can't wait to get my new t-shirt. Oh my oh man. Seriously, if you haven't seen these t-shirts, folks, they are the fucking tits, man.
Goddamn bee's knees.
Okay. Bee's knees. Yeah, that's what are we in the 20s now? Well, we're almost in the 2020s, so your reference is only like 100 years old, Ryan.
You said tits. I don't know. Knees, tits.
Well, maybe they, maybe like the tits, maybe bee's knees was like a reference or a euphemism for that. I don't know. Anyways, their knees or titties, it doesn't matter. Either way, they're fucking
Hey,
awesome.
you might be a tits man. I'm a knees guy.
A knees guy? What? New titted Dan.
Woo!
All right, so again, fantasysportsaddicts.com. That's the place you go. You want to get into the draft? We're gonna do that definitely as soon as possible again. And like honestly, like which draft are we gonna start with here? Because like we've got all these drafts to talk about. We kind of just ran through a list of drafts. Like let's talk about Jordan from Dino B-Ball real quick.
All right.
I want to talk about your salary league. This sounds really interesting. Now, I'm not going to get into this, and I don't want to join this league, and it's not anything. I mean, we know I'm a cheap ass. I don't like paid leagues a lot of times. Beyond that, though, I just can't get into so many dynasty leagues because I think, all right, I'll be honest. Knowing my own limitations and attention deficit disorder nature, like I really like. I want to focus, and if I get into too many dynasty leagues, it waters down my enjoyment, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I just don't have the same enjoyment for dynasty. Like I enjoy the process just as much every time, but then it's like, now I got a project on my hands that you know what I mean? And so fewer projects equals more love generated and given towards those projects, if you know what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but again, I do a lot of different. I mean, I just did 4 new dynasty leagues. But again, it's a salary cap league, it's a 30-man league, it's a 20-team league.
Well, what is Jordan's league? Let's talk about that one specifically.
I think right now it's at 16, 17 teams, but I think he needs 1 or 2 more managers. So if you're listening to this and you want to get in, follow Jordan, get a hold of him, get a hold of us. I'll get a hold of him. Dino B-Ball.
We follow him on Twitter, so check him out. He does podcasts, but I don't think he does YouTube, does he?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we don't have a handy link immediately for Jordan, but get a hold of us. We can get him to get a hold of you if you want to jump in these. What's the buy-in on this salary cap league?
It's $25.
Okay, so that's very reasonable, obviously.
Yeah, it's just enough to give you incentive, keep you interested.
And so $25 buy-in. What is the keeper setup for this? Is it full dynasty or it's salary cap? So like what is the salary cap?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know any of the details. I just heard draft or that he was doing a salary cap league, and I told him that like, hey, I want to get into it. I've actually always wanted to do a salary cap league. We've talked about it. I've never wanted to be a commissioner of them because even just being a commissioner of our setup, and like our setup is pretty standard where it's like a 12 teams, 15-man roster. We keep 10 and drop 5. So it's pretty straightforward. 9 categories head to head. Like that's just as cut and dry as it goes.
Okay.
But I've always wanted to be in a salary cap league, just not commission one because it's too much goddamn work.
Well, sometimes you can enjoy leagues that, like, let's be honest, you get headaches being a commissioner or something. It's just like
absolutely, especially if you're in a goddamn league, Tom.
Yeah, that's what
you've caused me more goddamn headaches than like any other manager.
What?
When his voice gets high like that, what? That means he's fucking full of shit.
Nah. What? No. I don't know. Maybe we need to make a video or a separate podcast about the trouble Tom gets into. But I swear to God, I don't intentionally
you
cause
just
it.
told off an addict because of a trade where I think you told him to go fuck himself.
I did. I
Like,
literally told him to go fuck himself. I even posted on the message board that he could take that trash home or something like that. Like, it was a trade. I don't, and I honestly, it's a public league. It's a public baseball league, so it's not like one of our addicts leagues. And I honestly don't know who this person is. Soren. I don't remember anybody Soren who joined us or talked to us, and he's certainly not somebody that I recognize from our website regularly. So again, not intentional, but like I saw, it's a public league. I overreacted. You know, like I see stuff. So it was basically like what was the trade I got? It was like Andrew McCutchen and Jose Bautista for like Garrett Cole, Jose Fernandez, Juris Familia, and like Chris Sale or something. Like, I mean, it was just absolutely like, what? You know what I mean? Like, at least buy me dinner first. And like, I've dealt with so many terrible trade offers lately.
Yeah, I have too. And constantly, I'm in this other fucking baseball dynasty league where I see nothing but shit offers all the goddamn time. Where like some of them are so bad I don't even respond and I just let them sit. But I've never told a manager to like
go fuck himself.
And like I hope you die in a car fire.
Yeah, no, I just don't like get that out of here. Like honestly, this is why I don't think this particular person is an addict, because I don't think, honestly, in all honesty, anybody who listens
send an offer like that.
No, you're wrong. Never send that.
No, because we're in leagues with these experts, and like I've seen offers from them that I never thought that I would see.
Yeah, but addicts don't send that shit, man. Addicts don't waste your fucking time because they got deals, they got business they want to fucking do. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna. We don't waste your time. If we want to trade.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm not sending you offers that make you want to say that.
You send people offers where people should be saying that to you. I've seen trades that you've made where people should have said that shit to you.
Well, J Money should have told me that over Nolan Arenado. But hey, we negotiated that for 2 months. So that was on par. And I mean, J Money's a smart manager. You know? Like, now what do you got?
This is that Chicago beer company, the Windy City Wheat.
Oh, yeah, Windy City Wheat. Yeah, Tris was going to have to check that out, right?
No, I was telling James to.
Okay, yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, all right, I get into a lot of trouble. Let's rein it back in. That's why we don't have me commissioned so much, and Ryan's not commissioning any more leagues I'm in, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So the 2 basketball drafts we did, the FSAA Fantrax
Dynasty
League.
Fantrax, yes.
That was fun. That was a great draft. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. That thing filled up within like
2 hours. 2 hours and went from conception to completion. Like we were just like, let's just do a dynasty draft. Like, and that's something we would never like recommend. Usually if you're going to do a startup dynasty draft, like I almost always suggest to do a redraft year for year 1 just to weed out the shitty managers to have even a better foundation. But I feel goddamn more than comfortable with every manager that's in this league.
Because they're addicts.
They're goddamn addicts. And like they're Jordan, he got some people in the league. We just
that's right.
Like, hey, let's just do this. And like we did it.
It happened. Hey, you know what? Here's what's nuts about that. Dude, I didn't draft a single rookie. I didn't draft any young players.
It's because Bronson was in the league.
No. Where I was in the draft, the way that worked out, like that was a different draft for me.
You're just like making up for taking nothing but rookies in the Red Rock League.
Says the guy who's taking nothing but rookies in the Red Rock League. We're all just taking rookies in the Red Rock League. That's what you did. That's what I'm doing. The only one who's drafting and representing the Addicts is Joe. JD Walla. Yeah. Fucking Joe's kicking ass. You know.
Well, I also went that route because I had the 20 of the goddamn choice selection, and I didn't have a Carl Anthony Towns to build my team around. Like, I knew I wasn't going to get a superstar. I wasn't going to get a Cat, a Durant, a Curry. Like,
That's
so
fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with my foundation and my youth and upside. It's just nothing I wanted to pair with Towns was there. And places I tried to trade up, and again, I had to pick. I'm picking last every round. So like, even if I try to trade those draft picks, everybody's just like pissing on them, like trying to water them down. Be like, well, that's basically that fifth pick might as well be a sixth pick. And like, yes, I get that. I get that. That's the shittiness of this particular fucking draft setup, which I'm not happy about. Well, I'm fine. I'm fine with the fucking team I've drafted. I'm just saying. I'm cool with what I took because it was that's the upside that was there for me. I'm fine with it. Don't get me all fired up.
woo!
Don't get me fired up.
I didn't say anything. You just went off on a huge rant. And like I said like 2 words, and then like you said all this shit projecting on me like I'm saying otherwise, but I haven't said anything.
We just instigate the shit out of you. I was trying to talk about our league and how I didn't draft any youth and upside, and you start trashing my fucking Red Rock League, which we haven't even gotten to. Son of a bitch. Setting me off every goddamn morning. Every goddamn night.
This is all it takes. You guys are listening to this. Like, really?
This is how Ryan and I talk. Like, we might as well be on the phone chatting for 2 hours. That's what we do anyways. Like, we probably do that after this. And
we did it before this, like
for years. And this, Ryan and I just set each other off. Can't help it. All right, so the FSAA League was awesome. Like, that was a great draft. Again, thank you, everybody, for jumping in there. Thank you, Jordan, from Dino B-Ball.
Speaking of Jordan, I just want to say he had easily the steal of the draft where you got, like, Kyrie way late.
Yeah, we all fucking fell asleep on Kyrie.
Yeah, he was buried in the goddamn, like, however Fantrax has their rankings, and, like, people just, like, forgot about him.
Everyone. And that's, all right, that's kind of a shame on us.
It is.
That's Fantrax for you. That's Fantrax. Fantrax is fucking weird sometimes. Like, why is Kyrie? But the way they've got the players sorted, it's based on what last year.
There's no prep time, so it's not like we could go in and set our queue or look at anything. Like, we went into this fucking like Raw Dog and Bell style.
Yeah. So steal of the draft, Jordan. I mean, woo.
Easily.
Kyrie for like an 8th pick or some shit. That was hilarious. We were all like, what? How did we all miss that?
It wasn't that late, but
okay. Like, we had all missed that. We're all like, really?
It was still like a 3rd or 4th round pick. Like,
okay, that was
absurd.
We were all
like, I thought he was long gone. It was like, shit, I would have picked him over like my last 2 picks.
Oh, easily. Yeah, we're all face palming, like, oh, what? But so that was awesome. That was a fun draft, though. Everybody was chatting. Everybody, like, that's one of those drafts, like, that's why you go to fantasysportsaddicts.com to get into a good draft, not one of these public leagues. Not one of these, like, you want to get in a good league, you got to find some good managers. That's all we're trying to set up here.
And that's all that, like, FSAA really is all about. It's just, like, building a community. Because, again, we always say it, like, we're addicts, not experts. We're doing this just because public leagues suck. And if you really want to get into it, like, you just got to get into the best goddamn league possible. And
okay, when we round out this store, I want a new shirt now. All right, so we only have our first shirts just now, but we're gonna make a lot of shirts. We're gonna make a lot of really awesome shirts. We still have fucked out the window.
No, we're not.
Okay, fucked out the window. Right, baby hands. I think would be a hilarious T-shirt. And public leagues suck. I think public leagues suck would be like a really good FSAA shirt. Like,
wait. Public league sucks, and dead teams kill leagues.
Okay.
Like a front back or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna make we gotta make this store sexy, dude. We gotta give people some choices. Again, it's capitalism.
Honestly, in this store, like, my wife, who sells shit on Amazon, which is the only reason why we even have T-shirts.
And you can get them prime shipped, by the way, which is
she only's like allowed so many T-shirts, and we got to sell some before we make any more.
I get it.
We can't just have like, oh, we're taking up 5 spots when we've sold 4 T-shirts and 2 of them are us.
Okay, so she's okay. I get it. I get the
Because she
setup for
can
her
make up
store.
a whole nother shirt and literally make good money on that T-shirt.
Right.
So we got a slot.
Okay, we have a
And
slot. We'll get more
if we
slots.
sell, then we can make up another one.
Okay, so Grace is the boss of the store.
Yes, we're just like lucky we got in on it. I know
Grace!
somebody.
Grace! Thanks, Grace. Little shout out to Ryan's wife there. Grace! If you don't know that joke, that's from FantasySportsAddicts.com. Our buddy James, Cubby Knoll. Check out his podcast, by the way. They're fucking hilarious. He reminded us of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where Rooney is screaming for his assistant, his secretary, Grace! And so that's the joke. That's why we're always shouting, Grace!
Yes.
Bark! The dogs are barking. Fucking Max is going nuts.
Dogs are barking.
Barking. What about that football draft we did? Oh, yeah. What about the football draft? Can we go to that real quick? That sucked. That was, again, public leagues. We've been saying it now for a few minutes. Public leagues suck. There was like 4 people there.
Goddamn suck.
There were like 4 people there. It was us and like 4 other people maybe. Like it was terrible. Like so there was a total of maybe 6 managers actually at the draft. It was a live draft. I mean, it was one of those things where who signs up in the middle of the day for a football league like and then doesn't like go to it.
Right. I never understood that. Even like when I didn't play, I didn't do that because to me, drafting is the best part. And I'm sorry, it's got to be one of the best goddamn motherfucking leagues where I'm not going to be able to make the draft and I'm still there.
Well, you're stealing iPads. You're going to the library for internet access.
Yeah,
right?
And if I can't make it, I'll leave unless it's like, oh, sorry, Tom, it just worked out that way and I couldn't make your draft. It has to be on that type of level draft.
And like at worst, like you set your pre-ranks and stuff like that, so you're prepared.
Yeah, of course.
But this was just like one of those terrible formulaic, by the books, by the numbers. Ryan and I kind of did whatever we wanted. We were joking about like just no competition in this league. And this is probably just going to be one of those patty cake leagues where it's just like if you're active halfway, like occasionally making moves, you're definitely in the playoffs. And like, if you're really active, you're going to tear the league in half. You're going to tear it in half, take the bottom half home,
Yeah, absolutely. If you get the injury player, like as the dude gets injured,
you got to bring some fucking ruckus.
That's the type of competition we have with our addicts where they're watching the shit live, and as soon as shit goes down, they pounce.
Oh, yeah. Like, people go to our website, they tell you something happened after they went and already added the guy just to fuck.
And honestly, they find out about that before we do when we're, like, constantly on Twitter and constantly watching ESPN and, like, somehow they know about it before it's even, like, released.
Well, Andrew from Fantasy Aid and Cubby Knoll, they both do a great job of busting out the hot news, the new news, stuff that we haven't even heard yet. So, like, I mean, again, we're addicts, not experts, but some of these addicts might be a little more expert than we are. And I love that, like, we don't actually necessarily break this news. And I love that, like, we got this community where it's everybody's, we're fucking each other over because we already added that guy, but we're going to tell you, go out and get him.
Absolutely. As soon as it doesn't have an advantageous effect for us and our team, then we'll tell you.
Terrific. I love it. So thank you, Andrew Fantasy Aid and Cubby Knoll. So fuck that Yahoo Football League anyways. Well, it's too early to draft football.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And
we're behind
injuries, all that. We just waited as long as we could without doing a football league.
We just, we wanted to do one. It's one of those things. This could go either way. This league will either be like totally terrible for us and we did like a horrible draft and all of our early picks are going to get injured in like
or it's a patty cake league where we get a goddamn trophy at the end of it.
Well, because that's all right. So that's kind of the half and half story.
That's the benefit of doing public leagues. If you just want to like pad your stats and like, oh, look at my player profile where I kick ass. And it's like, whatever, you win a bunch of public leagues, go fuck yourself.
Well,
Like,
no. All right. I was gonna say, I mean that
if
applies.
you win a bunch of public leagues, go fuck
So what?
yourself. Who cares?
Well, all right, that's fine. That's a point to be made. The point I was making initially was that these early drafts, it doesn't matter what league you're in. It really is like you're either putting yourself at risk for like role changes and injuries. Like we haven't even gone through training camp, and we haven't even seen preseason games yet. So like all these football players are just like, think about like Arian Foster last year, all the stuff that happens in preseason stuff. And like if you do that early draft, you can get totally rammed. But there's the flip side of that where like, you're on all the like miss rankings, like players that are ranked way below, or you're on the sleeper, stuff like that. So there is this sort of like risk reward to drafting early. And I don't mind doing a few early drafts.
The point I was making was just the fact that like there's a public league where half the managers don't even show up. And like, I don't care what draft you do where you give me those odds and I got a chance.
Oh yeah. Well, we're going to tear this league in half. We already did.
I could have the worst goddamn draft possible and like still back it in Barkley and manage to do okay.
All right. Now speaking of beep, beep, beep.
Oh yeah. You're on the goddamn clock.
I'm on the clock right now in this Red Rock 30 team basketball league.
Beep, beep, beep. Come on. Hurry up and draft. Let's go.
Beep, 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 beep. I don't know who to take. Who am I going to take, Ryan? Actually, I know who I want to take.
Okay.
But, all right, so.
Let's not name too many names. Or
why?
Fuck it. I don't care.
All right. I won't name too many names, but like we were talking about Jared Bayless. You were hoping he would come back to you. He's gone.
Yes.
And I was thinking about trying to like ram you in the ass and steal your Jared Bayless,
Of course you were, because you're an asshole. And, you
steal your pick. But I actually I was torn. I didn't really want it wasn't like a really big desire for me to do that to you. There wasn't like this whole, because I already had my eye on the player I'm probably about to draft.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I tried to trade up and take him from you, but dude already made a trade. I was working and I was on the draft page and kind of going back and forth between doing my job and surfing the internet.
So you were looking to steal my next pick?
I was.
Okay. All right.
And then I thought about trying to talk to you about making a trade to get your next pick.
Well, we can certainly talk about it in the season once the season starts. I would absolutely be open to. But
why can't we talk about it right now?
Because I don't want to make a trade. I want to draft this player right now.
All right, just do it.
All right, I'm taking
Go fuck yourself.
I'm taking Baldwin, everybody.
Of course you are.
There we go. Taking Wade Baldwin, another guard. Thank you, Wade Baldwin.
So, live pick.
Live pick. That was, it's a little. We're in the 6th round of this draft. Probably, maybe. Well, it's not a little early. It's just my team is very young. And
have you taken? Oh no, you took Al Jefferson. Everybody else has been a rookie other than Cat.
Right. So, but even just Al Jefferson, like limping his way through a game, might get this team into the like conversation of no halfway.
No.
Not even going to be a playoff team.
No.
Well, that's the good thing. I got all these.
No, you're honestly, Tom.
Trade.
I agree with Josh where you're in the running for first pick, and that's probably what you should do. And the Al Jefferson pick was probably a mistake.
Who else would I have taken at that point?
Fucking third pick, the Celtics player. If you're going all rookies, it's about committing. Like we always preach, commit to your strategy.
Oh, I'm committed to my strategy.
But you took fucking Al Jefferson, who honestly, I don't think he has anything left in the tank.
He's only 30 years old, 31 years old. Not entirely ancient. Dwayne Wade still has some fucking mileage in the tank.
He wasn't even explosive in his prime.
Okay, fine. It doesn't matter. I've got trade value because of all these like that's the thing. Everybody thinks maybe these rookies should have gone a little later, but they all want them. Everybody in this league wants the players I've got. I've got so many terrible trade offers right now, and these people think I'm just going to give up. Like, there's a reason I'm getting the offers. They want my players. They just
Honestly,
ram me in the ass to get them.
Again, I still believe that Marquise Chris would have still been on the board.
Not when I'm hearing you're taking my Wade Baldwin and you've got the same situation going that
I got
do.
Wade Baldwin a hell of a lot higher on my cheat sheet than Marquise Chris.
Well, then I got a good value out of Wade Baldwin. Y'all can blow me for that.
I'm not even agreeing with that.
You want
No,
him.
I mean, again, I want him. I do.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I try to trade up to get him.
I'm not done here. I might make some
I mean,
moves.
at the same time, I liked him a lot more before Mike Conley resigned.
Yes, but he could be traded in August. He can be traded in August.
It's not going to happen.
Might happen. I don't know. I'm just saying it could happen. I'm just saying there's options. Maybe they do the 2-guard thing. I mean, it's not like Memphis has much upside. There's not really much other than Conley just being the anchor. It's not like they couldn't play the two of them side by side or give Baldwin significant sixth man minutes.
I mean, again, I'm not shitting on Baldwin per se.
All right, and I just happen to think Marquise Chris has more value than you're giving him credit for. I expect to see Marquise Chris earn a very meaningful role with the Suns, possibly early.
I disagree completely.
Why is that?
Because PJ Tucker and Jared Dudley.
Why are we playing them ahead of rookies who need to develop? Because PJ Tucker and Jared Dudley are like bench guys.
There's other ways to develop than in game time. There's coaching,
teaching during practice. That's what those guys are here for.
Do you realize that, like, how young Marquise Chris is?
Yes, I do. Same age Devin Booker was when the Suns drafted him last year.
Did I not say that last year where, like, Devin Booker was still a ways away? And
what happened? They gave him time. And what the Suns really, do they have any reason? Are they trying to win games right now? Are they going to try to win with PJ Tucker and Jared Dudley? Like, is that what you're telling me? All that does is hurt their draft options. And the next few years, they're better off.
You cannot be more wrong right now, Tom.
Why?
Because it's about that veteran, the leadership, the grooming and showing by example.
I get that, but
no, you do not. Just because of the way you're thinking, you're
pie bet.
You're wrong.
Pie bet. I'm putting a pie bet on it. Marquise Chris playing more than you're giving him credit for playing. Watch it. Mark my words. Marquise Chris, value.
No.
Mark it. Mark it down. Put it down right now. Pie bet. Mark it down.
Okay, what's the pie bet? That, like,
well, better value than you're assigning him. I don't know what that means exactly, but you're shitting all over it. He'll do exactly what I'm telling you he's going to do. That's my bet. He's going to play more than you're giving him credit for.
Whatever. I'll take it.
I mean,
again, I don't even know this ambiguous, like, better than you're giving him credit for. Like,
whatever. He's going to have meaningful minutes. They're going to play him. Like, the development guy they drafted was Bender. The guy they're going to play that has the athleticism to play now is Marquise Chris.
I still disagree with both of those.
Okay. So you think Bender's going to play more than Chris?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think you're wrong.
And I still think Tucker and Dudley, unless Tucker gets traded, are going to play more minutes than both of them.
Like, why would the Suns play Tucker at 4? Really? Like, I mean, I know, like, when we're doing small shit, but that's like really? We're going to start him at 4?
No, there's going to be Dudley.
And even then, remember when the Suns were trying to win with Dudley? Remember how like again, I love Dudley. He's a very nice complimentary player, but like it's just silly. It's I don't know because
No,
Marquise Chris isn't the same type of player that Jared Dudley is.
what does that have to do with anything?
Marquise Chris is muscle. They need muscle on the fucking court. We need a power forward, a legit muscle power forward. This is exactly what we got. That's exactly everything the Suns have needed since we didn't have Sean Marion and Amari Stoudemire.
You're talking about a 19-year-old kid being a legit power forward, and even today's NBA. No,
All right, man. Whatever.
you're
So, all right. You know what? You've lost every pie bet you've made.
again. This doesn't even. It's not even about pie bets or any of that shit. Like,
All right, man. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm on the Marquise Chris Kool-Aid. I'm swinging from his nuts. I don't care.
again, trust me. I hope I'm wrong, and I'm not trying to shit all over Marquise fucking Chris. It's just with his age and what this roster is and what the team is.
Well, I still drafted him for upside anyways. Again, he had the upside. I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with my picks. Like nobody's going to dissuade me from the selections I've made.
I'm just saying that
people are pissed at me because I've got their shit. I've got everything people wanted here. They can crap on it all they want. You know, I wasn't thrilled about Al Jefferson, but whatever. He was like one of the best options I had there. There wasn't anything else I wanted left. And again, it was still early to take Wade Baldwin.
fair enough.
I mean, I'm fine with my team. I'm honestly like, I'm not expecting Chris Dunn, Wade Baldwin, Marquise Chris to like immediately come out of the gates and just be like balls to the wall. But
I would hope not.
I'm cool with, like, again, 30-team dynasty. I know what I'm doing here. Like, everybody back the fuck up. Just back the fuck up.
I haven't. I mean, okay.
Get off my fucking back, man.
Okay.
You know, just everybody back the fuck up. I know what I'm doing. There's a reason I'm seeing. Let me just go through some of these trade offers that I've seen.
Please.
Okay?
We kind of talked about this.
Somebody offered me, again, if you give up Karl Anthony Towns, somebody offered me 3 first-round picks, 3 years worth of first-round picks for Karl Anthony Towns. Now, I just give away Karl Anthony Towns for picks? I mean, am I dumb? Is that what you think? Like,
Because, I mean, again,
Towns, I'm picking last again every fucking round. Like,
yeah,
what does that do for me?
Give somebody Karl Anthony Towns and, like, don't get anything back but picks, like, you're making them a championship contender. If they just, like, can pick their entire team how they see fit and then get Karl Anthony Towns for picks.
Right.
Now, again, 30 teams, those late picks aren't worth a goddamn damn.
No, they're not. And somebody thinks they want my Chris Dunn for a 6th and a 7th pick, which are technically 7th and 8th round picks.
Okay.
And they say, hey, 2 middle round picks, which is the true value for your rookie. No, I bought upside, and there's a reason why upside has value. So you can take that offer and shove it. And now I've got another offer here for my current pick, which just went away, for a 7th round, which is actually 8th round, and a 10th round. Like, no. What possible benefit to me is there? Like, do these people not understand the concept that a trade should be mutually beneficial? Now, here's a really terrible offer, but it's a joke offer, and it's a friendly joke. Okay, this is what I like. If you're going to fuck around, like, at least be funny, okay?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Seth. You can pretend this pick is the Gasol brother, Gary Gasol. He's actually the best 7-foot Subway sandwich artist around. You'd be a fool to turn down this enticing offer. And so the offer is a 12th round pick for my 5th round pick, which obviously was just taken. But obviously this is a joke. This is a friendly joke. This, I'm not gonna yell at Ben here. Like, that's funny. He knows the situation. He's seen these offers. That's what's going on here.
Again, what he's talking about, because we both saw Marcus All offers sent to us from Seth. And he ended up actually trading Marcus All for like pretty much the same thing he was offering us. And that's what we were talking about in our last podcast, where it seems like you just send everybody the same bad offer and hope somebody takes it.
Right. I mean, I've actually tried to make counter offers, and like what I felt like were reasonable counter offers, and people won't have any. Or you'll get some conversation. Like I had some trade conversation, but basically people were backing out. And again, like when I was talking about trading Karl Anthony Towns, I was talking about getting early picks, like a second round pick, that sort of thing. And not like actual players. So that was when I was going to try to win now, sort of thing. And like I wanted to spread the wealth around, essentially, being as deep of a draft or as deep of a league as it is. And at this point, I mean, these offers are just like, just get out of here, just slapstick motherfucking silliness,
Yeah.
And I'm not having any of it. So stop sending it. I've talked about this before. Stop sending me terrible offers. I mean, for the love of God, I'm just so prone to flying off the handle. Do yourself and myself, do my sanity a favor.
Right?
Ugh. I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with my, we can talk about the Baldwin thing. You like, that's the thing. You're an addict. If JD Balla, wanted to talk about ball, like I know you guys aren't going to fucking waste my time.
Of course not.
I mean, because that's the thing is like, you have your target, you go for the target. You commit, like whatever, like you're not going to, if you want a player or a pick or whatever it is that you want, the last thing you want to do is insult the person you're trying to get the player off of.
Because not a good way to start off conversations.
No. So even if it's like a conversational starter offer, like at least try to preface like, hey, I know this might not be the best offer, but like, I'm just kind of curious what it would take. You try to get a counter offer. Just want to know what it is that you would like in return. What makes this worth your time? Because I understand I'm asking about Karl Anthony Towns. That's quite an ask. So again, I realize that. I respect that. I respect you. I don't want to waste your fucking time.
See, I was going back to the Karl Anthony Towns and thinking about a trade. And I was thinking about doing Simmons and Embiid.
Okay, all right. That's a respectable offer. That's an offer I would actually consider.
Is it not?
That's an offer I could consider.
Like, because you were wanting a first and a second.
Right.
But I'd be giving you my first and a third, and then I probably wanted your pick that you just did back.
Okay. So, I mean, that all makes sense. That's an offer. Like, that's something that can start a conversation. That's something that could, like, be considered. You send something like 3 years worth of first round picks for a team that's going to be, winning a championship. Like, what do I want with 30th picks the next 3 years?
Right. And I would have been offering you the number one pick overall, who's my first choice, plus my third pick, Embiid, who would have been a number one overall, but his fucking injury issues.
Right.
But at the same time, like, I like my team, and even with all that, like, I still don't think I would have done it just because it would have changed the way I drafted and everything set up. Like, even in this Red Rock League, like, dude tried to put Whiteside on the block. Did you see that at all?
No, I didn't see that fiasco. There's been a lot of trade fiascos.
Yeah, so the guy, whatever, he's like, okay, Whiteside's on the block. I'm looking for a young center and some picks, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So that was kind of the original thing where I was thinking of for like, well, shit, I got, Embiid and the Lakers, the Zublaka.
Okay, Zubac.
Right. And so I was thinking that right there is probably a good offer for Whiteside.
I could see it. Oh, again, that's at least a starting point. There's something because Zubac.
That's more than a starting point. I'm not going any farther than that.
Well, all right, but that's the dynamics of a league this deep. That's the thing is it's like, how much is it worth my while to make this trade, and how much is it worth your while? And that it has to be considered, especially in a league like this. It has to be considered both directions. Like, yeah, you might not normally make that move in another league, but consider that in a league this deep, that actually is probably a pretty significant offer in a lot of regards. So that consideration has to go both ways.
Absolutely.
That's all. You know what? Like, I just wish, I wish somehow, some way, like, trade etiquette was actually, like, people actually bought into that. I mean, are we the only people that do just because we actually want to get deals done?
I just have no problem paying to get a player I like and making a good trade. Like, I don't even bother sending bad trade offers. Like, honestly, like, I'll look to make a trade that makes sense for both teams, and that's just me. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't agree with it, and honestly, a lot of these trade offers really fucking piss me off.
So you're getting pissed off now too.
It's not even just about this. It's just in general because it's every goddamn league. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it could be a league full of great goddamn addicts, but like even some of the best managers send me goddamn trade offers that piss me off. Like, I mean, come on, Reverend Nate Dogg.
Yeah, but see, all right, that's the thing is he's bad. He's bad generally, like not bad. Like, he's a great manager. He's awkward with his trade conversation. He starts really low. You can work with him. I mean, it's one of those things. It's how bad does he want that Cubs player? And so he's tough to work with. You have to tell him, like, look, dude, I'm not moving so-and-so. And you kind of, some of these guys, like, there's a player on their team you would want or you would take. And you're kind of like, yeah, I want it, but I'm not going to dick around with this. You work them a while. You say, no, that guy's not available right now, or just not available at all, and you kind of like build up the desire, they keep coming back. Like, I'm getting like hounded over Zach Britton in one of our FSAA leagues. Nate Dogg needs a closer. And I'm, at this point, I'm just like, look, I got to take him off the block. Like, I'm just not finding what I like. You string him along a little bit because, there's some conversation to be had, but
absolutely.
He's not intentionally an asshole. That's the difference, I think. He's just sort of awkward with his offers, and he's, maybe he's a little younger manager. I don't know. He's always like hesitant. Like, he'll ask, but he's not quite a full blown addict the way we are. So he's hesitant. He's a great manager, but he's not a full blown addict. And honestly, I feel like if he went to our website more and joined into the conversation more, he'd get that whole run it by people thing. Because we always talk about, like, what's a good offer? Like, if I'm, like, talking about a trade I want to, or, like, get a player, I always go to our website, like, hey, what's a respectable offer for so-and-so? I've got these guys. I was thinking about offering this. What would you guys think? What would you take? What would you, like, have a conversation with? And so,
which is what fantasysportsaddicts.com really is all about.
Exactly. We just like to run these, it's not even necessarily a competitive thing at that point. It's just the general discussion of fantasy sports. And like, it's nice to have that community where you can go and just, honestly, there are times probably where you're like, what do you offer for Mike Trout in a dynasty league? What do you offer for Karl Anthony Towns in a dynasty league? And you're like, honestly, like, I don't want to piss the guy off. I really would love to get the player, but. And then maybe you learn, like, honestly, there's not much offer that you can send that actually would entice somebody to trade that particular player.
Wouldn't Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, like, get you going?
Yes, that would start. But that's what we're doing right now. We're talking about, like, what would be an okay, like, you could talk about that. Yeah. I don't know that I would do it, and you don't know that you would do it. So that actually might make it a decent trade. And that's how you talk about it. You figure it out. Like, well, I'm kind of hesitant. You're kind of hesitant. Probably a good sign that it's at least halfway there.
Again, it very well could be that, okay, Simmons and Embiid both reach their full potential. I get hosed. Neither one of them makes their potential. You get hosed. One of them makes their potential. The other doesn't. It's a fair trade.
You break it even. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's one of those things. That's the kind of
conversation. Again, we've seen this in the other dynasty leagues that we've been in. Like, what was it, David Price for Macho Man, no, it was like Stanton for Macho and Profar.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, again, that works out. Again,
Well,
those type of trades happen.
yeah. And whoever ended up with Macho Man won that deal.
Macho Man.
Manny
I'm
Machado.
gonna go grab me another beer.
Okay.
Woo!
I want to say I had a really terrible Twitter typo this week. I don't know if you saw it. It was there was conversation with Red Rock. Red Rock, Josh Lloyd, obviously the commissioner of this fine league that we're in, was posting about how baseball is such a phallic sport. And I don't know how much I'd like to talk to Josh about how much baseball he actually watches or enjoys. But he's talking about like long dongs and dingers and all this. Like he's talking about how phallic the sport of baseball was. And I
What?
tried. Oh, I was talking about this Red Rock Twitter conversation that was going on about how. There you go. Cheers, buddy.
Jeez.
About how baseball is such a phallic sport. And like I was just joking back and forth with the guy, and like worst autocorrect, best autocorrect ever, because I was talking about how I was trying to type "chicks dig the long ball," but it autocorrected "chicks dick the long ball." So I was like, "Well, that's it. I'm done with Twitter today." Can't believe I posted that and didn't proofread my own shit. Thank you, computer, for autocorrecting. So yes, baseball is a very phallic sport. Apparently, I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if you saw that fucking typo, but
No, I did not.
we'll gaze upon it. It's in there in the Twitter timeline. It's hilarious. All right, we got a couple people joining us live. If you're joining us live, good morning. Happy fucking Wednesday.
Woo!
Hump day and all that stuff. If you got any comments, questions, you want to talk about these leagues or complain about my belligerence or my draft picks, go ahead. And honestly, all right, so yeah, I guess we talked about that. Is that a rite of passage for addicts or people who play in leagues with us that like you haven't really been in the league until I've gone nuts and yelled at you?
I'm just gonna say it's just one of those things that it's gonna happen if you're in a league with Tom.
Oh, even like our favorite managers I've had dust ups with.
You had dust ups with Woot where like shit got real. Like with Woot.
Woot, well, all right, Woot took it to a place that was real, and I didn't realize, but what happened? What happened? He and I
made up.
No, he and I immediately started emailing because we're like, wait a minute, this all of a sudden seems super personal, and neither of us felt like it was intentionally that way. So we're like, okay, all right, let's get on the same page. You know what I mean? Because like neither of us really wanted it to be that out of hand, and we didn't realize it was getting that out of hand. And we're just like, okay, all right, we're just not on the same page. Let's fix it, And so like, to an extent, I'm not that out of control. But that was a situation where Woot went off on me, and I wasn't the one like instigating anything. It was just one of those like he was yelling at me about my clone teams. Actually, I think was what we're referencing. Which hey, when we're in the same league twice, like basically Ryan's dynasty league is the same as my dynasty league, and we just have I just have this nature. I have to get the same players all the time.
So your clone team sickness, we're well aware of that, Tom.
Clouds, just chucking clouds. Zero fucks about the clone teams thing. I love it. I don't know why. It's just my thing, and I'm gonna win with my clone teams. J Money was bemoaning this on the website last night. He's like, what is the deal here? Every time, like, he's like, I'm geared up. I got to kick his ass. I'm in first place in this league. Damn it. And my second place team is just like breaking him in half. His team just like, they're just scared. They're scared to go up against me.
It's Wednesday, and yeah, you are going against J Money. That's a matchup I'm excited to see.
Well, we've already seen it once. We've already seen my matchup against him. Like, so this is the second time. If I like bust him up and we got like a tie in the playoffs, yeah, I'm going to win that tiebreaker.
See, honestly, Tom, if I were you, I'd hope to lose this week because J Money is a team you don't beat 3 times in a year.
That's the complaint that we had about the Arizona Cardinals going up against the Seattle Seahawks last year, possibly in the playoffs. We were just hoping we didn't have to see them twice. Because, like, man, yeah. All right, there are some teams you can't beat 3 times. And like, all right, so two out of 3 times if I beat him, but I know he's going to bring it. We're not even playing for keeps right now. Like, like this is civil. This is just a like in-season matchup. When we're in playoff mode, like all the stops are like we're just like
yeah. I mean, at this point, you guys are going to be 1-2.
Right. He and I both have the bye weeks in these leagues, but we're gonna like when the playoffs hit. I mean, J Money, like, dude, it's war. I mean, it's more than war. It's a bloodbath. Like, there's gonna be streaming. There's gonna be just out of control. I look forward to it personally. I mean, honestly, I feel like I hate to say it. I hate to count you out. Like, I wanted to kick your ass. I don't really want to kick J Money's ass. I just see him as my most legitimate competition in these leagues.
Again, whatever. You're just full of shit. And
well, I'm counting out a lot of other really good teams. I'm writing off a lot of other really good teams. Like that's the mistake good teams make, right? That happens in real life with real sports.
In my league, Tom, I have 6 fucking first-round players, and you're just writing me off.
That doesn't affect me. I have slightly fewer first-round players, but the depth of my team surpasses yours easily. I have no problem saying that I will beat you easily. And we will have rage videos. We'll have pies.
Oh, I hope it comes
like
down
this.
To that.
This
like,
baseball playoffs is going to be
like,
woo. This is going to
get ugly.
This is the greatest Dynasty League baseball playoffs we have ever had, as far as I'm concerned. This is
you haven't been in the playoffs because you suck.
Okay, dildo. There you go. Now you're all right. I'm calling people dildo all of a sudden again. This is what happens. You get me fired up. You get me flying off the handle. I'm calling people dildo. Why is that my go-to this week? That's what I've been doing for like the last 10 days.
Wait. Time out.
Okay, I just want to say.
J Money got his shirt.
Yeah! Oh, Prime. That's why you get that Prime delivery. Hell yeah.
That did not take long at all, nice. So I'm asking him how it is.
Yeah, how is that thing? Because we don't have ours yet.
Is it all right? Is it good quality? Leave a review if you get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice. I hope he's rocking that thing. Nice.
That's awesome.
Send us a picture.
See how quickly that get there? Because honestly, if you were dealing with Tom and I, like, you would never get it.
Oh, that's like we're like a banana republic when it comes to like things getting taken care of. I mean, we're literally like just banana republic status here. I mean, we're on island time, addict time. Like Woot still doesn't have his trophy from the basketball league last season. Bronson still doesn't have his 2015 Employee of the Year trophy. So someday, maybe in a year from now. But that's why Prime shipping, I think, is the best option. I love that we Prime ship. That's awesome. That's so great. Like, you can get it instantaneously. That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Hell
all right,
yeah.
J Money, take a picture, do a little selfie action, throw it on the site or something like that. We'd love to see it.
Just let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Somebody's got our shirt, Ryan. Woo! Hey, remember when we played in like terrible, crappy punk rock bands? We never had any shirts. We made a CD that was terrible, but like, hey, this is much better than pumping ass in the rain.
Shut up.
Why?
It wasn't pumping ass in the rain, you dickhead.
It was pumping ass in the rain, dildo.
No, it was not. You weren't even in the band.
Oh, I was in that band. I started that band and quit that band. Oh, man.
Quit
it. I quit it. Yeah. Well, because Shmi and I had better things to do. It was actually pumping gas in the rain?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, Aqua wrote the song, and he actually referred to it as pumping ass in the rain. So that's why I wasn't slamming the song.
It wasn't even Aqua who wrote the goddamn song.
Oh, was it Tony?
It was Tony. You would know that if you were actually in the band.
No, I thought it was Aqua. Maybe that's why Aqua called it pumping ass in the rain. Oh, man. Even Aqua didn't like it. Fuck. Those were fun times, though, man. We did some crazy shit. But we never had any shirts. That's the point. And now we have shirts because we're way more legit. And we're not pumping ass in the rain anymore. We're just drafting constantly. I got that itch though, you know. Like, I mean, I made my pick in the Red Rock League. That wasn't.
Asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know I like Baldwin.
I do. I know. Everyone likes Baldwin, even if he's a later stash pick. I don't care. Whatever. I know. I know what I'm drafting.
Sorry, I was going back and forth between the two, but I still like my Zubac.
Zubac.
Like I'm sold on him, to be honest.
Zubac. Remember we were talking about that on draft night? Zizik and Zubac.
Zizik and Zubac. But after seeing Zubac in the summer league, oh my fucking god,
you're happy.
Legit, yeah.
You're happy. You got yourself a Lakers center. Showtime, baby. What? That's a young team, by the way. That fucking Lakers team.
It is.
And they're still Swaggy P, right?
No, I don't think they brought him back. I don't. Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't followed. Six men were not following that closely, apparently.
No, it's just Swaggy P. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. All right, so fuck that guy. Let's get in a draft. I mean, let's wrap the podcast up because, like, I think we went on long enough. I mean, it was a good podcast.
No, we're good. It was a good podcast. Lots of draft. That's all we goddamn do is draft. Again, if you want to draft with us, fantasysportsaddicts.com. If you want a shout out, leave a review or buy a t-shirt.
Absolutely. We love those iTunes reviews. We also love it when you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's always fun. We always love the conversation. We don't like. Ooh, wow, that was just class all the way around. We need cough buttons. We need like mic mute temporarily.
It's not cough buttons. It's burp buttons.
Well, you need a burp button. I occasionally cough. Oh, hey, I got an image from J Money here. Oh, he's rocking his shirt, looking good.
Yeah, no, he says it fits awesome, and he's not blowing smoke.
No. Oh, dude, he looks good. Dude, this guy's ripped. J Money, you're fucking ripped, dude. I know he works out, but Jesus, he's fucking ripped.
Nice.
You
want to forward that to me? I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll forward these to you. Oh, man, nice shirt, man. That's a great looking t-shirt. Oh, I love it. He's rocking it.
I just love the fact that we actually have t-shirts on Amazon.
Oh, man, this is great. Oh, you're rocking that shirt, J Money. Thank you, buddy. That's awesome. That's really cool. I love it. Love it.
Fuck yeah.
I appreciate that. Okay, so if you guys want to do a draft like today, I don't know what are we going to draft? I mean, I don't want to do football. I mean, we could.
Football.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do we need like a baseball mock or something? Like, I don't know. What are we feeling? What's the temperature of the room here?
Again, whatever anybody wants to draft, we'll draft. Like soccer, golf. It doesn't fucking matter.
Woo! We could even do some NASCAR. Well,
get kinky with it.
You know what? Oh, I want to ask Josh from Red Rock about cricket or something like that. Like, because I know that's a thing in Australia. Why doesn't he play that, or does he play that?
Maybe,
or is he just hoops? I mean, that's kind of interesting. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'd love to hear. We got to have him on a podcast sometime. I'd love to interview that guy.
That'd be fun.
I think that'd be a fun interview. Just kind of talk sports and just talk life in general with Red Rock. That'd be fun. So yeah, we'll look forward to that sometime.
See, again, it'd be cool having him on because we wouldn't be talking about like trying to get fantasy advice from him. We'd just be like just talking about shit.
Yeah. Well, cause, this isn't necessarily a fantasy advice channel, is it?
No, it really isn't. Like, honestly, if you want like fantasy advice, like, go fuck yourself.
Wow. Well, because we're addicts, not experts.
I'm just pulling a Tommy fucking. What?
Oh yeah, don't ask me about anything. I can't talk to anybody about anything right now because I got my teams. I'm trying to win. Oh, this battle with J Money for the championship in our Dynasty Baseball League is gonna be good.
Go fuck yourself. It's not the goddamn finals.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm like, I'm just getting excited. I'm getting ready.
Go look at my team in my league again. I think you just like.
I'm not intimidated.
I think you just think of my team in your league.
No, I'm thinking about you generally. I'm not intimidated. J Money's an intimidating fella. His team, his mere presence, he's just like, oh, look at that skyscraper barreling towards me.
I'm not intimidated by you either, jerk off.
That's fine, dildo.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll see you in hell, Ryan. Oh, I'm gonna like run past you in like the first round. It's gonna be nothing. Nothing. I'm not even gonna like break a sweat. I'm not even gonna have to like stream pitching.
I'm
This,
not worried.
oh, I'm not worried. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, bye week.
All right,
Yeah.
let's wrap this shit up.
Sorry, I'm just like, oh,
I know. I'm getting
everybody knows
pissed.
I'm like, you're getting pissed off because I'm overlooking you. Like, that's hilarious. Wouldn't that be hilarious if these leagues didn't come down to you and me? It came down to J Money and me, and you're just like out of the equation. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go like sulk? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do a red light video? Like you have to play all the rounds of the playoffs. I get a bye week, baby. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. That's one word.
Better than yours.
No, it's not. Did you win? Oh, wait. When was the last time? Oh, wait. Who? Oh, that's right. That's right. The guy that took over the 11th place team drove Justin Bohr up your ass last year. All right.
Yeah, where were you getting first pick? So go fuck yourself.
I was not getting first pick. I actually went out in the first round of the playoffs only because I didn't start Jose Fernandez. Remember that? And had I started Jose Fernandez, the stats my team put up afterwards would have destroyed any other team I played. Go look at it. I've done the math. The mathematical math, thanks to Bronson. He even looked at it. He ran the numbers second time. That's a beautiful thing about these addicts. They run the numbers a couple times. They do the mathematical math. If you want to do some mathematical math, go to fantasysportsaddicts.com or hit us up on Twitter at letter F, letter S, the word double letter A. Fantasy gods. Ryan's getting pissed.
Go fuck yourself, Tom.
Please grant me the serenity to just finally be able to talk some legitimate shit to Ryan. Because he's talking illegitimate shit to me for years.
Illegitimate
shit. Like illegitimate shit, baby. Illegitimate shit. I don't see any. Did you get a sword trophy? Did you get a sweet locker? Did you get a? Oh, that's right. No, you didn't. You got to make a red light video because Justin Bohr and some selective pitching options just destroyed you. So that's right. Where were we in the prayer? Oh yeah, the courage to drop some smack talk aggressively. Wisdom, make good
and
trades.
the wisdom not to manage yourself right out of the goddamn playoffs.
Won't happen this year. There's no worry of that. We got it just fine. My roster's just fine. Thank you to the fantasy gods. Also, one more thing, Ryan.
Go
real
fuck
quick.
yourself.
Really? Is that bad? That bad? Like, are we going to talk about that from now on? Or like the rest of the day, you and I are just going to be like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
All right, fine. If you want actual legit fantasy advice, I would just.
All right, so you didn't even make the playoffs in my league last year.
Yes, I did.
I'm looking at it right now.
I was in the playoffs last year.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
not
I
my
was.
league.
Yes, I was.
No, you're not. I'm looking at it right now.
No, I was in the playoffs in your league.
No, you're not.
I was.
Nope.
Yes, I was. Why? What are you looking at? Are you looking at the draft picks where I traded for another manager's draft pick?
Oh, wait. No, there you are.
Oh, you dicked her.
Team Nate Dog because he changed his name when he was going against me. So, yeah, you got out of the first round.
Yeah.
And then you tied in the second place round. So, whatever. You're not even close to being considered winning the league.
That was last year.
Running the numbers.
That was last year. And also, I didn't play my team at that point. So, that was the other issue. Yeah. This is a completely different year. This is a completely different team. I had no middle infield. I have maybe one of the best middle infields in the entire league. All right. You know who has the best middle infield in these leads? J Money.
Doesn't matter. You just said you ran the numbers and you won, and then you're like, I didn't run them. I didn't even set my lineup. So how do you even know your numbers and you didn't win?
Fuck you. I was drunk.
Oh, shit.
You're full of shit. Fuck you. I was drunk. Dude, seriously? All right. Best middle infield is J Money. He's got the Altuve, Xander Bogaerts combo. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my Odor Lindor. That's pretty good for me, considering I've never had a middle infield. I've never had a second baseman or a shortstop or even a catcher. I've really been kind of lacking in my rosters. And yet I still managed to steamroll offense last year. And I would have steamrolled offense, but I kind of screwed up a pitching choice. One bad mistake, but that's fine. I don't even have that problem this year. I could skip Jose Fernandez's starts in the playoffs and still do just fine, even with Matt Harvey out. Okay. And we haven't even hit the trade deadline. That's what our next podcast is going to be about. We're going to talk trade deadline in baseball. I've decided.
Oh, yeah.
I've decided it right now because we're coming up on it. That's like a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
So, like, it's trade deadline in baseball. It's time to start talking trades, getting serious about making the playoffs, winning a championship. As you can tell, it's very heated, very heavily contested in our dynasty leagues. Oh, fuck yeah.
It's going to be good.
Like, I don't even have to say that I'll see you in hell anymore,
Let's just
Ryan.
say, like, what, we have 107 or 108 pie bet on the fucking Cubs winning the series.
Oh, yeah, let's remind everybody that. Yes.
I mean, that's huge.
Let's do a pie bets update real quick before we wrap up the show. Ryan switched it on me, but I decided I didn't care. In the middle of our last Sunday Night Baseball live stream, which was fun because we had Tris the whole time. And Tris is a riot, man. That guy's fun to hang out with. You bet me, and you switched the bet on me intentionally, and I rolled with it. Like, people were like, "Did you make a mistake?" No, like, I went with it. Like, I don't care. So you initially were Mr. Cubby.
Yeah.
You were watching the Cubs lose, and so you decided to switch the bet. You're like, the Cubs are going to win the World Series, and if I'm wrong, you have to get pied 107 times or something like that. And then you switched on me, so that I was the guy supporting the Cubs in the World Series. I'll take that bet every day of the week, especially after this trade deadline. I don't care what Cleveland did. I don't care what Texas did. You know, like, I don't care what San Francisco Giants did. Cubs, the curse is over, baby. You know why?
Because I bet against them.
Exactly. Y'all just got aligned with Tom, who doesn't lose pie bets. So,
and me, who's lost every pie bet. Even where they came back, the Cubs came back from 6-0.
That was all right. We were in the fifth inning. That game went 12 innings. We were in the fifth inning. Cubs are down 6-0, and I told you, even still, Cubs are going to win this game, dude. And they won it in the 12th inning with that suicide squeeze from John Lester.
The worst goddamn batter, like, in the history of goddamn baseball.
That was one of the best baseball games I've seen all year. Honestly, that was an awesome baseball game.
Hell yeah, it was. I mean, we went live for 5 hours watching that goddamn game, but goddamn it, was it not fun?
That was awesome. I don't care about the pie bets. So you're now up to officially 7 pies.
Is it 7?
It's 7 pies in the last 2 weeks.
I'm questioning your mathematical math.
All right, it's at least 6. I'm not positive 7. All right, let me go through it. Okay, so there was the double, the two Yankees. All right, so the weeks prior.
Well, the first one was the Story over/under on 25 home runs.
Right. So that's a pie bet. So you get a pie for that. Trevor Story, unfortunately, out for the year now. With what sounds like possibly a UCL injury. I don't know if they're doing Tommy John or what the fix is.
But he still got over 25 home runs.
Right. All right. So that I was hoping he was going to go to 35 because that was a separate pie bet, I think. So there was that. There was the Yankees not being swept by the Red Sox 2 weeks prior, and that ended up being 4 pies because there was a double.
4 pies?
Yes, because you're taking J Money's pies.
I'm taking J Money's. Okay, yeah, because there's 2 of us, double 4.
Right. And then
so that puts me at 5.
Okay, and then there's the Cubs coming back, beating the Mariners.
Okay, so that's 6.
And for some reason I'm thinking of a 7th, but I can't put my finger on it. So maybe you're off the hook on 7, but for some reason I swear there's 7. I could be wrong.
I wouldn't doubt it, but we're calling it 6 unless we remember.
Let's call it an official 6 instead of 7.
Unless evidence is brought.
Right, but this is why we need the pie bets page on our website. We need the specific pie bets. We need specific side bets. Like, because that's the thing. I mean, these aren't actual bets with money on the line or anything. Like, it's pie. We throw pie in each
And
other's
we'll do
faces.
other things than pie. We have no shame.
Oh, yeah. Like, if I have to throw, like, I don't know, I'll pick up a pile of Ryan's pug shit and throw it at him.
As long as you're throwing at me, because
Well,
it's not going to hit.
oh, it'll hit you. It'll hit you. But see, that's the thing is it's like double punishment. That's like a double punishment bet. Like, I have to actually, like, pick up your dog shit and throw. Well, see,
I got gloves.
Oh, well, then that doesn't punish me at all. You get a dog shit bet.
All right.
Okay, that's the thing. All right, but that's got to be for like big occasions. We can't break out the dog shit bet for nothing.
I was
That's
disgusting.
disgusting.
I bet you a dog shit bet that Michael Jordan hits a game winner shot on this game I'm watching right now.
What? No, I know what the game is. I know which game you're watching, you dumbass. Oh my god, I know what you're watching. I know which game it is. No, we're not doing a dog shit bet.
1989, Game 5, Bulls.
Is this the one where he's running like the 107-degree fever? He's dying of the flu and like.
No.
No?
You suck. To even consider those two.
Which one are you talking about?
The flu game was the fucking Jazz game. That was the last fucking.
See, I thought that was the Cleveland game, dude.
No, because you don't know shit because you didn't watch basketball back then.
Well, no, I didn't. I wasn't allowed to watch sports. I grew up a really fucking weirdo, hippie, liberal home.
No, the Jordan the flu game was the against the Jazz, and that was the game where he fucking pushed off and made that shot.
All right, I'm gonna look this up. I want to look this up just for clarification. Pie bet
for the Jordan flu bet, absolutely. I mean, this isn't even like a thought of a question.
Okay.
Again, they can say it was possible, like food poisoning by the delivery people in Utah who tried to sabotage it.
All right, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Trust me, again, it wasn't even like a consideration that I was wrong.
But all right, but wait a minute. This is talking about legend of it.
That goes into the whole goddamn food poisoning shit.
Oh wow. So okay, it wasn't even the flu.
No, it was food poisoning.
Okay.
But they call it the flu game.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking it out. I'm reading about it.
I know, but you were questioning this shit.
All right. So I get a pie. All right, that's the first pie bet I've ever lost. I'll take a pie for that. That's fair. That wasn't a dog shit bet, thankfully.
I should have fucking.
You should have made it a dog shit bet, you son of a bitch.
Oh man, you fucking thrown a goddamn flash pie on you.
Oh my
god. Oh man. And you damn well know I'd be fucking hitting you in the teeth.
Oh, dude, in the face. Oh man. Thank God. All right, I'll take a pie and be happy with that. Just that, okay? Because. All right, what? I'm thinking of a different game. Why am I thinking that's the flu game, though? I don't know why. Whatever. That's the lore of the legend of Jordan.
Okay,
I'm not even
what are you trying to do? Like, challenge me in a 90s basketball trivia question, Tom.
All right, after the Suns were done in, like, 95, I just gave up on basketball until, like, the Suns drafted Amari Stoudemire, basically, and, like, couple years later got Steve Nash. So I was just so brokenhearted about the way Barkley left the Suns and went to the Rockets. Just so brokenhearted still.
Brokenhearted.
Sorry. Oh, the Suns. God damn them. Why do they always curse us? Honestly, I'll say this again. As Suns fans, are we not, like, in NBA terms, on par with the Cubs?
Not yet.
This team is fucking cursed.
From the coin flip on.
Like, the Suns are fucked, man. Like,
I know.
Somehow, some way, we got to get our fucking Chris Bryant and our Anthony Rizzo and, like, our Wilson Contreras and just everybody. Like, god damn, the Cubs are good. God damn.
I know.
God damn, they built that team well. God damn.
All right.
Ah.
Thanks for watching.
We got like 6 people with us. Do we have any questions, any comments, anybody
I
saying anything?
asked a while ago. I don't know. I think most people are probably like
Behind.
not live. Yeah.
All right,
I
so
mean, we started really early. Like, I'm on my overnight shifts. I'm about to go pass out
you're gonna pass out. I thought we were gonna draft.
after I draft.
All right, let's draft. We'll go to the website and draft immediately after this. Thanks everybody for listening. Again, fantasysportsaddicts.com. It's a great place to go get some drafts set up and some hangouts going and just whatever. Like, we all love talking sports, even if we're not drafting. We love feedback. We love conversation. It doesn't matter what sport. Fuck. I mean, like, I'm starting to think about a hockey fucking draft. Honestly.
Right?
No, I'm honestly actually like hockey. What is going on with your feedback? Yeah! All right, that's a hell of a podcast, everybody. Thank you! That was a little quiet, Ryan. Woo! Woo! All right, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.